What is going on, guys? It's Dan again, back with another reaction. This one, another Ghost song. Of course, we're going down the Ghost rabbit hole, as you all know by now. This is the Shot in the Dark Reactions YouTube channel. You follow me, and I'm a singer-songwriter from the UK, of course. And sometimes I have guests on with me, sometimes my wife Molly, other times other musicians that I know, who I just want to basically get a bit of a reaction from them as well, and get their opinions of the things that we're reacting to, because it shouldn't all be just about myself. You know, I want to put a bit of a community to it. And while we're on the subject of community, holy crap, 180 of you at the timing of this video. In less than a week we started this channel, and 180 subscribers already is absolutely ludicrous. So thank you so much if you've subscribed. If you haven't though, great segue, Dan, great segue. If you haven't, do me a biggest favour in the world. Could you please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. And the reason why that's important is because this channel's so new. We want it to grow, don't we? We want to grow so that I can do this more often. Yeah, it's just a bit of a dream of mine, really, to have a YouTube channel, a YouTube community, if you will. And while we're on the subject of more community stuff, I am also on TikTok as well. Shot in the Dark Reactions over on TikTok. But yeah, just blown away, really, guys. 3,000 views on one of our Ghost videos. And I know a lot of you obviously are wondering where Molly is. Molly is my wife, and we both work different jobs at the moment. She's actually at work, and we're sort of going back and forth. But as soon as she's free and able and raring to go for a video, 100% she'll be on. She's really keen to do it again. So appreciate you guys, you know, enjoying her reactions as well. She's a great girl. So yeah, thanks for that. But yes, guys, listen, we are going to be reacting to another Ghost song today. Cirice is the next one. Now, I'm gonna act like I completely knew the pronunciation to the word and the meaning to the word, because I am a Latin extraordinaire. I'm not. It's Latin for church. I found out, I did a little bit of research before, and yeah, it's Cirice, which is Latin for church. So cool. I found out loads about Ghosts thanks to you guys. Listen, get into the comments. I literally reply to every single comment, and I'm going to try and keep this going as much as we grow on this channel. I'm going to try my best to keep this going. All right, I'm going to reply to every single comment. This is including all of your amazing information, your amazing recommendations, your feedback on the channel in general. Honestly, it has been amazing to go into my YouTube inbox and just reply to all you beautiful people across the world. So thank you so much for that, because it really does warm my heart, and it really warms my fire to keep this going, because I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it. But yes, listen, Cirice from Ghost. Shall we check it out? I think we should. I think we should do it right now. Here we go. Right. Whoa, I'm raring to go. As you know, I'm a lyric nerd. I'll say it every single video, because the reason I stop and start on these videos is to make sure that we're talking about the beautiful things that go into these songs, all right? I am a songwriter, so I'd like to break down what Ghosts are doing if I can. I know that some of you guys have really enjoyed that aspect of this channel, so I'm going to keep it going. Shall we get into it? Oh my goodness, I'm excited. I love this band so far. Love this band. Here we go. Cirice, Ghost. Ooh. That's quite a dark, sinister acoustic guitar. Oh, problem child.
Hurry up,
Cirice.
we're going to be late.
Okay. A school talent show. Again, loving the vibe, loving the story, loving the drama. Ooh. I'm getting much darker tones. Yes.
I feel your presence amongst us. You cannot hide in the darkness. Can you hear the rumble? Can you hear the rumble that's calling?
Okay, that was the first verse. We got this huge introduction. We're starting with acoustic guitar, a very subtle instrument. A lot of songwriters will do this. I'm very guilty of this as well, in the best way possible. An acoustic guitar is a very, very subtle instrument, and if you can build on it with more instruments, you can even keep it in the mix as well. So you've still got that acoustic guitar in the back to give it a little bit more of a dimension. And an acoustic guitar as well is very warm. So sometimes like it goes really well with the bass of the song. And I found that when the actual the really, really key parts of the song so far is that the riff, and I've noticed this with Ghost a lot, is that they'll give you this hook straight away, instantly, a hook, and you've got it straight away in your head. Okay, that's the melody of the song. Wonderful. How are we going to play with it, though? How are we going to play with it? I am very interested in the song because I think this is the darkest tone that I've heard from Ghost so far. Every other song has been quite camp, whimsical, and it's kind of just left us in this journey of uncertainty. This one feels a lot more dark and a lot more foreboding, and I'm really, really enjoying it, actually. It's got, like, Metallica elements to it, and I'm not really a keen fan of that style of music, really, just in general. It's just a personal preference. I can absolutely respect them as musicians and what have you, and I do like some of their songs. But yeah, I just get a very sort of classic metal vibe from this one. And I know I've done a little bit of research myself, and obviously with the help of you guys in the comments, who've told me, you know, this is a very much a band that, you know, they are playing with elements of genre, but they are very comfortable in metal because that's where they've started as musicians, and what have you. This is really, really cool. I really like this a lot. If we dive into the lyrics, I feel the presence among us. You cannot hide in the darkness. Can you hear the rumble? Can you hear the rumble that's calling? Almost like there's something hidden, dark, in between the innocence of this school play. You know, I am a teacher. I am a teacher by trade. I teach very young children how to be in bands. Think literally the School of Rock, but legal. So like I go into schools and I literally see this all the time. You know, I see kids getting up on stage. I see the boredom in some of the parents because, you know, let's be honest, you're only there for your own kid, and there's a lot of innocence there, but I like that there's like a dark sort of twist in the innocence of that. And that's, you know, where this song seems to be heading. I thought they were actually heading into a church at first, but yeah, this is much more interesting. Let's go for that again. There's the acoustic guitar we talked about, and it's got that very dark. It's the it's very foreboding. And I'm guessing this is our antagonist.
We're going to be late.
Or maybe protagonist, depending on where you feel. What side of the coin you're on. I just feel like, I feel like evil laughing. I like the synth coming in there. Might be actual strings, actually. And then we're just Now we're in the Metallica sort of vibe. It's still got that classic 80s metal as well, though. Bit like Sabbathy, especially now. I love how the musicians are all kids.
I feel your presence amongst us. You cannot hide in the darkness. Can you hear the rumble?
I love that.
Can you hear the rumble that's calling?
All right, here we go. Where are we heading? Where are we going?
I know your soul is
Second verse.
tainted, even though you've been told so. Can you hear the rumble? Can you hear the rumble that's calling?
Chorus.
I can feel the thunder that's breaking in your heart.
Ah,
I can see through the scars inside you.
there's an understanding there.
I can feel the thunder that's breaking in your heart.
Intense.
I can see through the scars inside you.
Again, we're playing on the innocence of music, of visuals. Two children looking at each other, you know, someone very misunderstood, a bit of the black sheep in the family, perhaps, and then obviously you've got the kid playing as the Pope, the Pope exorcist. Obviously, you know, looking down upon, you know, this child and saying, you know what, I understand you, man. I get where you're coming from, and the kid's just mesmerized by him. He's just like, you're speaking to me. It's like their thoughts are telepathically being exchanged, and it's really, really cool visually. But what I was really intrigued by, and why I've stopped at this point, is because at the start of the song we had the more subdued acoustic guitar, and that was, you know, twinkling away. But now we've gone back into the innocence again. We've taken the heavy metal away again, and now we've got piano. And a grand piano at that. It sounds like actual piano, this does. You can tell the difference if you know what you think. If you know what you're listening to, you can tell the difference between electric piano and actual grand piano. And this is grand piano, 100%. So you've got the grand piano sound playing, which is giving you that very delicate innocence again, which again goes well with the visuals we were talking about. We're then going into, I think this is the chorus, but as I said a few times on Ghost, what they tend to do is they give you the chorus, and then they give you it again, and then again, and again, and every single time there's something extra as an element. And bands that really know their craft do this really well. But yeah, I love that second part. And it's interesting. I think this is the first song I've heard where a verse follows a second verse follows a first verse. We then get a chorus that's kind of subtle. There's a lot more dimensions to this one in comparison to the ones I've heard already. And I got people saying that me saying that they're very simple is a bad thing. I honestly genuinely meant that as a thing that's good about this band. There are so many bands that I listen to that are far too complicated. They're throwing far too much things into one particular part of a song that it gets lost in the translation. And I genuinely think Ghost do this better than most bands I've heard for a very long time, where they know where the audience is, whether that be right in front of them or in their ear holes. They know where the audience is, and they know where they're taking them next, and you're just in that journey, and you're just experiencing it together, and I'm enjoying this so much already. We need to go back to this chorus section though. I love that melody. These child actors are awesome as well. Piano. Everything's come back. There's innocence in that voice as well.
I can see through the scars inside you. I can
Much
feel
more
the
subtle
thunder
in the delivery.
breaking in your heart. I can see through the scars inside you.
Back to it. Back to the riff. I don't know why these parents are not loving this.
A candle casting a faint glow. You and I see eye to eye.
Ooh, hello.
Can you hear the thunder? I can hear the thunder that's breaking. Now there is nothing between us. From now our work is eternal.
Ooh.
See that you're lost.
Oh.
See that you're lost without me. I can feel the thunder that's breaking in your heart.
Yes.
I can see through the stars.
Let her in.
Inside you. I can feel the thunder that's breaking in your heart. I can see through the stars inside you.
Oh my god, that was so epic. Oh, we're going into some sort of middle section here, but this is the most, I'm not even kidding. That right there, ghost bumps. We talked about it before. Ghost bumps. Trademark. Literally, wow. That part there is easily my favourite part in any Ghost song I've reacted to so far. I was drawn in because I think the visuals obviously helped. And Ghosts do this really well. They know what their visuals are. Probably whilst they're writing, they know what's going to happen in front of the audience. I was genuinely I was like, he'd like just left out some tractor beam, and I was just falling into the trance of all the things he was saying. And it was just a magical moment. And I need to talk about it again. There's this beautiful art of percussion that, like, he just hits this drum. You see it visually, but as he hits this drum, bam! All of a sudden, you're under the spell, and the girl is completely, drawn in. And we are as audience as well. And it's really, really clever. The musicianship that happens in that scene is so extreme.
Nothing between us. From now our work is eternal.
It's that ga-gum. Huge tom.
Can't you see that you're lost?
And oh my god, the falsetto. I talked about this before, but his falsetto range is gorgeous. Can you see that you're lost? There's so much innocence there. He could just go, can you see that you're Can you see that you're lost? See the difference? Can you see that you're lost? There's so much more airflow that's pushing that. So cool. Carry on.
Can't you see that you're lost without me?
And then oh my god.
Feel the thunder that's breaking.
And I'm sorry to keep interrupting. This is the most beautiful part of the song. Is he gets more intense when the hand comes out. The hand clenches. This is like, you're feeling, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Take my hand. And then as soon as the hand gets clenched, gong. Without me. You know? Can you see that you're lost? The hand gets clenched. I've got you now. Without me. And there's so much more intensity there. This part is gorgeous. Can't you see that you're lost? Can't you see that you're lost? You ready?
Without me, I can feel the thunder that's breaking in your heart.
Oh.
I can see through the stars inside you.
He understands everything about this person. Are we that person? Is he talking to us? Is Papa talking to us? You know, he knows at these various concerts that you go to. He can see you guys, and he knows. You know, I can feel it all. I've seen it all. I can see the scars inside you. I can see the thunder that's breaking in your heart. Can't you see that you're lost without me? There's. Okay, so I can't see you lost without me. Maybe that's more of a darker tone that maybe he doesn't like reflect to the audience. But I think like he knows how much of an impact this band is on you guys. And this probably isn't the subject matter to the artist, but I do think that there's something in this part where he's almost talking to the listener. You know, he understands everything that you're going through. And it's interesting how this is called Cirice, which is obviously Latin for church. It feels like he's preaching. He's preaching to us. And we're just there in the ceremony. You know? We get it. There's an understanding. Oh, the link is broken. He's not happy. You shouldn't have done that. Oh, he's orchestrating the guitars. Looks like it's a spell. It's got them all under. Oh, where are we going? Oh, shit. Oh. Leave it for organs. Oh, she's taken in. This song's got me, man. Oh, yes! Yes, Tobias! Oh my god! She's got full control now. It's like evil Matilda. Is the spell broken? Again, B movie level acting, which I love. I was told not to stop ever. I was told to never stop a ghost song until the screen goes black, and I will do that from now on. The screen has gone black. Can I stop now? I don't want to. I feel like I've missed out on other songs because people in the comments, who I do listen to, who I do look at, and I'm going to make a big effort to do that throughout our growth. That was my favourite one so far. My favourite one before this was Square Hammer. I said that in the last video. That was the last one I did. Cirice is my favourite one, and it's not even close. There isn't. Where is this next part? I need to hear this whole extra part. Oh. The growth of these guitars is it just like it just builds and builds and builds, man. Oh my god, man. I know I said they were simple. This isn't simple. Even in a nice way, how I was putting it before. I was putting it before as like, you know, they're easy to understand and easy to mimic. This is not easy to mimic as a musician, I tell you now. The guitars are working together in like a sort of crescendo, decrescendo, crescendo, decrescendo, a tremolo, which means it's going back and forward, it's up and down, like it's like his arms in this video. He's sort of casting some sort of spell, and I knew that straight away. I knew that straight away is what they were going for, and it's really clever because I don't think it's a pedal effect. I think it's genuinely the way they're playing the leads together. I think one of them is playing an octave higher and the one of them is playing an octave lower. And it's interesting how the keyboards at this point are quite electric piano. Almost like if you watch like movies, like if you remember like Wizard of Oz, where there's like a dream sequence. It's like it's almost like he's got you in a trance at this point. And then the organ comes in. And this is where it gets dark and sinister. And I love an organ in a song like this. Like a song that's based around themes of Satanism and metal music in general. A organ can really, really help deliver a part in a song. And sometimes you can get like almost to a point where you're borderlining genres when you use an organ, but this is so matched within the theme of what we're listening to.
Can't you see that you're lost without me? I can feel the thunder.
She is not happy at this point. Do not touch my man. He knows me. You don't know him. Get your hand off my man. These two guys, is this the parents of the girl? Or are these the parents? Because they look proud. They're like, yeah, that's our girl.
I can see through the scars inside you. I can feel the thunder that's breaking in your heart. I can see through the scars inside you.
I have to talk about this. This is a beautiful note. And I can't do it justice, but I'll give you an idea of how to achieve it.
I can see through the scars inside you.
So, this is called distortion. If you want distortion in your voice, if you want grit in your voice, very easy. Very, very easy. A lot of people do it the wrong way. What they'll do is they'll create a lot of tension in your voice. Like you're doing this, like you're trying to do it, an evil man in a movie, you know, trying to do a Batman voice. You don't do that. You'll hurt your voice doing that. It's not like that. So what's the word? It's the word you, right? Inside you. So that's in falsetto you. You is in normal. But if you wanted to give it more grit, you don't do the Batman voice. Don't do it. Imagine you're lifting something heavy. Okay, so I've got a desk in front of me. You can't see it. You're lifting it heavy. You're lifting heavy. And all of a sudden, you've got loads of compressed air. And once you've got that compressed air, you start to release it. And that gives you this gravelly sort of distortion. Okay? And that's how you achieve it. What is the words? Let me just get that whole lyric so I don't butcher it.
I can see through the scars inside you.
I can see through the scars inside you. Yeah. I can see through the scars inside you. Hear it? The you part. Sorry if that was really loud. But you've got the you've got it there. I wasn't Batman voicing. I wasn't going. I wasn't growling or anything. I was imagining myself lifting something heavy. I was compressing the air. Another good technique of building this is imagining you coming in from some rain, and you're completely soaked in rain, and you go. That's another very good technique of building where your sound should be coming from. It shouldn't hurt. You shouldn't feel pain in doing these things. And I probably butchered the melody. I'd have to like work on it a lot more. But I think the technique was almost there. I'd have to obviously work on it. But I was just showing you like a technique if you wanted to achieve that style of singing. Now, literally, I love where it comes.
The scars inside you.
Oh, I love it, man. And he holds that grit note for quite a while, so he's definitely doing it in the right way. You would not be able to do that if you didn't do it in the right way, if you weren't balanced enough, if you weren't composed enough to be able to do that. And then once you've done that, then he does this really beautiful trill. Whoa! Yeah, that would be like falsetto. Whoa! Like that sort of thing. It's really cool. And it goes with where the music's building. This is the peak of the song, right? So put everything into it.
I can feel the thunder that's breaking in your heart. I can see through the scars inside you.
So clever. Does that happen in the audio version, or is this just a video thing? Because it's such an interesting way of cutting the end of a song, is like pulling out the chord. Yeah, okay, so that's the parents. That's the parents of Papa, and they're very proud, of course, and so am I. That was incredible, guys. I'm not gonna lie, that was absolutely awesome. Let's talk all about it a little bit, and then we'll end where we've got to. Appreciate that was a bit of a long video as well, but oh my goodness, that is easily my favourite so far. Easily. Wow. Just wow. Wow. I love that so much. Cirice is easily my favourite, okay? I'm just captivated and blown away by that performance, man. Like, both as a visual, it came across as like almost like, I don't know if you guys have seen like movies where obviously the kids are you know, doing their performance, like like Nativity. Have you guys watched that? I don't know if that's more of a British thing, but it reminded me of that. And obviously as a teacher of you know, younger kids, and having to do these concerts with them, it just made me laugh, like seeing like a darker side of that, because I obviously don't get to ever explore that. It's always very, you know, to the point, and behaved. But yeah, beautiful music video again. A different sort of twist on what I was expecting from hearing that it was Latin for church. I thought we were going into a church at the start of this video. I thought this was everyone congregating into a church. But it's really clever that there's more innocence there involved, because no, it's in a school. and there's innocence in how some of the songs are delivered, but then there's the darker tones as well. And I knew from the get-go, as soon as this song started, we were going down this dark path. Where was it leading? Who knows? Listen, guys, that was absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for those that recommended this one. We aren't stopping there, though. We are going down the rabbit hole, okay? And we aren't going to come up for quite some time, I'm telling you now. I am going to check out more bands and weave them in to this ghost journey. Sleep Token are releasing new music soon as well, so obviously that's one of my favourite bands. I'm going to drop those in, of course. Molly will be joining me for pretty much all of those, because that is our band. But for Ghost, I'm not going to lie, I am really, really, really tempted to go into my savings and go and see this band. Super tempted, because that was special. And if that is just, I mean, how many songs have we heard now? 4? That's the 4th song, right? Was this the 3rd? I think this is the 4th one. I've heard 4 songs from this enormous back catalogue of a band that's been around for a while. And I'm going to say that's my favourite so far, guys. I absolutely adored that track. I thought that there was so much of what I love about Ghost in the song, and then a bit more. There was something I hadn't heard before, which was a very, very dark tone. There was something I hadn't heard before, going down the old metal route of your classic metal bands of the 80s and 90s. And there was something even more interesting, was the vocal delivery. I'm used to a more generic sort of it definitely isn't generic. That's a terrible word to use. Please don't quote me on that one. Just a more sort of well-known, well-rehearsed sound, if you will, you know, from Ghost in general. There was a lot more in this one. There was, of course, the things I explored. Hopefully, for earphone wearers, that didn't burst your eardrums out. Yeah, I just really, really enjoyed this one. I'm really, really intrigued to see where the next one leads us. And you haven't got to wait long, because I've got a friend coming around today, I think, and I'm going to try and tempt him to join me on a Ghost listen. So yeah, guys, listen, if you enjoyed that, why not do me the biggest of favours, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I've been Dan, this has been Shot in the Dark, and until next one, guys, I'll see ya in a bit. See you later.